All right, before we cross to the agenda with Blaine Herman, let's cross to Cape Town to see what is going on at the moment. It seems the body has arrived. Let's give you live pictures from Cape Town. Those are live pictures coming from the mother city. Those as the body arrives in Cape Town. We have our reporters Vanessa Puna, as well as Atule Choka, as well as Lula Mamakia. Vanessa, a very good morning to you. What is happening at the moment?
Yes, a very warm good morning to you too, and we're coming to you from the corner of Strand and Adderley Streets here in Cape Town, where a short while ago you may have witnessed on your monitors there quite a number of traffic officials that have been making their way towards the precinct of the St. George's Cathedral. Of course, that is where in a short while the public viewing on the first day of lying in state of the Archbishop will commence at around 9 o'clock this morning. I can tell you that road closures are in effect across this part of the CBD as we stand at the moment. I can tell you to my left-hand side, there are officials, traffic officials and those from the city closing off Adderley Street again in anticipation of the arrival of the cortege. That's, of course, the vehicle, the hearse that will be carrying the body of Archbishop Emeritus Desmond Tutu as it makes its way through Adderley Street and then, of course, into Wale Street and where the Archbishop of Cape Town, Thabo Makgoba, as well as Dean of the Cathedral, Father Michael Reader, will receive his body. We also understand that the Tutu family will be among those receiving the family at Queen Victoria Street, and that, of course, is the road right adjacent to the St. George's Cathedral. So at the moment you'll see that for now the traffic continues to flow across Strand Street, but there are quite a number of traffic officials as well as police members in this vicinity and in this precinct ahead of the arrival of that cortege. Of course, it's a solemn procession, and that will then mean that the body of late Archbishop Emeritus Desmond Tutu will then be transported along this road, of course, Adderley Street, down, as I say, towards Wale Street. And of course, that's where the activities will be taking place today on this first day of the public viewing, as it were. The lying in state of Archbishop Desmond Tutu expected to take place from 9 a.m. this morning through to 5 o'clock this afternoon. And then earlier this week it was then, of course, announced that it will happen on a second day on Friday. But for now, from Adderley Street, I'll hand over back to you in studio.
Vanessa, thank you so much there to you. We want to see if we can cross to our reporter Lula Mamakia, who's outside the cathedral. Those are the live pictures. Lula Mamakia, very good morning to you. Take us through what you are seeing at the moment. What is going on outside the church?
Yes, the cortege has just arrived. We are now seeing Archbishop Thabo Makgoba receiving it, as well as the wife of Archbishop Desmond Tutu, Mam Leah, here in front of the cathedral. She is part of the people who are receiving the cortege. There are other reverends standing here. They are the pall bearers. Archbishop Thabo Makgoba is now conducting a short prayer before the coffin will be taken out of the hearse. The hearse is by Ellen and Robin Bourne, funeral directors. We see some other family members, 2 other family members coming out inside of the church because many of them are inside. They are coming outside to join Omam Leah here in front. There's a short prayer now that is being conducted by other senior church leaders. They are now starting to move towards the entrance, which is the north door of the church. The pallbearers now are taking out the coffin out of the hearse. There's about 6 of them standing, waiting for it to be taken out. They are being given instructions. They are giving instructions as to what to do as they are taking it out of. They are taking the coffin out of the hearse. It's outside now. We've been told that it's a very simple coffin. It's made out of pine as per the wish of Archbishop Desmond Tutu, that he wanted a simple funeral which is not glitz and glamour, and a very simple coffin. I'm sure the viewers can see it as the pallbearers are taking it inside the church. They are being led by Archbishop Thabo Mokgoba. Yes, they are now going inside, and inside the church there is going to be a short service that will be conducted by the church, and they have requested that process be private because also that will include the family members. And initially the family was supposed to come outside as well to receive the coffin, but we were told that they are so emotional and overwhelmed, they couldn't get outside of the church. There's many of them. They were. I saw a combi earlier on dropping them. I don't know how many they are, but there's quite a number of family members that are inside, but they couldn't get outside because they are so overwhelmed. So we've seen now they are all getting inside where the short service will be conducted before the public viewing starts at 9 o'clock. Lebo.
All right, Lulama, thank you so much there for explaining the process to us, to our viewers who may not understand. So as you can see there, the doors of the cathedral closing for that process, and then only the body will lie in state for the public to start viewing. Thank you so much there to our reporter Lulama Makia, giving us rolling coverage of what is going on in Cape Town. We've also got Atulek Joka also on the streets of Cape Town, and from there, remember, we had Vanessa Puna as well on the streets of Cape Town.